Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today I want to show you guys some of the top leveling spots, at least for me. Now, this isn't just like, the only spots I use. I'm going to start off with a few common spots that I personally use, and then go into some of the more, not advanced, but some of the more difficult to get to spots that aren't as practical in my opinion. You either have to repel or use leva berries or something of that sort. So they're not my favorite spots, but let's go through some of the quick spots that I personally use first. Before I get into it, I want to go through my team really quickly here. So first off is this Mamoswine. Main reason I have him is because of Earthquake. I probably should PP up him, but since we're sweet sending it doesn't really matter anyway. Earthquake on Mamoswine is really nice. I got 20 attack and 31 speed on him. That's pretty much all I need. With a careful nature, doesn't really matter. I bought this guy, or I breeded him. I think I might have bred him. Yeah, I think I bred him. Yeah, I bred him. I just wanted 31 speed and 20 attack pretty much as soon as I could. Also gave him a quick claw just because he's generally a pretty slow Pokemon to begin with. So that's my Mamoswine. He's what I'm going to be using to basically kill hordes. Next up is this Ampharos, a bashful nature. Gave him a magnet, 10 speed, kind of sucks. 31 special attack, that was pretty nice. Discharge is what you want. This is just going to affect all hordes, all water hordes at least, water and flying. So those is basically what I want to hit with Ampharos. Next up is a Kadabra. I got a teleport on it, and he's also got synchronized, so it kind of serves two purposes. But for the purposes of shiny hunting, or not shiny hunting, but XP training, teleporting back to the PC is very nice. Next up, I got this Breloom. You guys who've watched any of my channel, any videos on my channel know I carry Brelooms around like it's my wallet, because Breloom is super useful. Fall Swept, Spore, Substitute, Cut. Basically, just if I run into a shiny, always nice to have at least a Breloom on hand. Following that is my Meganium, which is down here. This is the moveset I personally put on him. I like Sweet Scent, and everything else is pretty much just necessary to get around the map. Flash, Rock Smash, Rock Climb. Yeah, pretty much just Sweet Scent. PP max that if you haven't already to attract the hordes. And last guy up is a Dino. I pretty much just got this Dino just to level him up because he's got no stats, but you can sell Hydrogons for a pretty penny right now. So that's basically the team. Obviously, your team doesn't have to look exactly like this, but for the purposes of this video, this is what I'm rolling with. This is generally the kind of team that I'll take around when I XP Horde or anything like that. So what we're going to do is go in Unova. This is the first spot, Lacunosa Town. We're going to just fly here so you know where I land. You're going to hit the bike button, bike on over west, come up here. Most of you guys probably know this spot. Go ahead, Sweet Scent in the first patch of grass, and you're going to be encountering some Rapidash. There is a small chance that you can get a shiny here, so that's obviously neat, but in the case that you can't, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and check the battle, and we're going to go ahead and Earthquake, and we're going to see how much XP we get. So it's going to be split between the Mamoswine and the Dino, because nothing else has any XP shares. So it looks like Dino got 4,000, and this guy, the Mamoswine, got about 3.6, so that's kind of a lot. Let's just go ahead and replace that move. So there you go. That's an easy, like 7,000, 6 point something thousand XP, as well as, your chance of getting a shiny Rapidash. Let's go ahead and we can check that out real quick. Why not? Excuse me, I got something in my throat. Rapidash is very not expensive. Yeah, about 1.4 mil. Not the most expensive shiny out there. It's pretty common. You can see there's pages and pages of it. 117 listings. So if you really wanted one, that would be, where you want to go. Next, we're going to head on over to Hoenn, as you can see here as I am biking. Hoenn is the next spot that I personally like going to. You guys probably know this one as well. It is the infamous Battle Frontier spot in Hoenn. Go ahead and go down and surf here. There's a bunch of people here as well. This is like the lazy man's horde slash, what's it called, like XP. Tentacruel also gives special defense EVs, so I can pop open a Dino real quick and check out his special defense is 4, right? So we're gonna have an Earthquake, also very good against Tentacruel because it is poison. That's what we love to see. And you're gonna see this 4 jumps up to 14 just like that. That is important if you wanted to, do some EV training as well, as well as XP training. So that's the main thing there. I personally enjoy this spot because it's very, very close to a PC. So you kind of just do your, 6 Earthquakes, hit like your teleport button or whatever that you hotkeyed, and boom, there you go. You're back in business. You just come bike right back over here. You can see we get about 4250 plus 3793. Again, what is that, like pretty much 7,000 XP again? Like it's boosted, I think, because it's either a traded Pokemon or because it's not my Pokemon, I'm not sure, but it's boosted for some reason. But normally you get about like 6 to 7,000 XP, which is pretty dang nice for these quick little hordes. So those are the first 2 spots, and then let me take you through a couple other XP spots if you're interested, so stick around for the next spot. All right, guys, I'm back, and we are at Stark Mountain. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had to take a break here because getting to Stark Mountain is not fun in the slightest bit. I do not recommend you XP grind here. If you're like in the late part of Sinnoh and you're already here, go for it. But getting here is a pain. Okay, I don't even know if I want to go back and show you, but essentially this is where I'm at in Sinnoh. What I did is come to survival area, go ahead and go west, go up the mountain. There's you need repels, you need rock climb, you need a good amount of stuff in your inventory to get here, but I don't personally think it's worth it. But let's go ahead and sweet scent. What we're gonna see here is Camerupt. Now, I will say shiny Camerupt is pretty cool. It's, I believe, like very dark purplish or dark blackish, something like that. It's just a darker color. Camerupt itself is not a super pricey Pokemon, probably around 3k, maybe about 4k actually. So low key, maybe it is good. But let's go ahead and search shiny. There is one here for only 3k. That's insane. 3 mil, I mean, that's insane. Yeah, this is what it looks like. It's cool, you know, but is what it is. What we're gonna do is Earthquake again. You do not want to discharge here. You can surf here. Surf is very easy. Discharge does not work because these are ground types, so don't do it. But as you can see here in the bottom left, we got 4,200 for the Zweilous, as well as 3,700 for the Mamoswine. So quite a lot. What is that, like 8k or something? Like it's definitely like about 1,000 experience more than the Tentacruel spot. So personally, you know, you're definitely going to get more. You will have to repel to get here, and you will have to Lepa. Well, not will have to, but like it's probably in your best interest to Lepa while you're here. It took me a long time to get here, so I am not going to mess around and not get the extra XP. I'm just going to go ahead and do it because it took like, I don't know, it's all like 2 to 3 minutes just to get here. That's not very fun. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have to do that every single time, that adds up. I know that XP adds up as well, but I am not gonna just willy-nilly do this over and over again, fly back all the way back down there where I showed you. I think it was like the survival area or something like that. Like I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not personally gonna do that. If you want to, you know, more power to you, go for it. Maybe you're hunting shiny Camerupt anyway, you know, go for that, right? Personally though, I'm not super caring about shiny Camerupt. It's cool and everything, but like I don't know, if I get a shiny Rapidash, it's all the same to me, you know. So that's shiny Camerupt here on Stark Mountain. Not shiny Camerupt, it's just Camerupt on shiny mountain on Stark Mountain. So yeah, that's that. There's going to be, I think, 1 or 2 more spots to go in this video, and it's going to take me a bit to get to those as well, but let's go ahead and do them just for funsies anyway. All right, I'll see you in the next spot. All right, the next spot we are at here is at Indigo Plateau in the Kanto region, just above Victory Road. What we're going to do is bike on down. There's a guy there with a Garchomp, very cool, no repel. Go back down here, you don't need a repel, just go ahead and take 1 step in, hit Sweet Scent, and you're going to run into, I believe, Marowak, as well as, I think, Machoke, and if not Machoke, then Rhydon. So I think it's either of these 3, or maybe even more. But yeah, I think Sand Slash also. Surf is a really good move that you want to have in here if you don't already. My Mamoswine is like level 86, so it's fine. It's gonna, you know, do the job. This isn't like the most XP, but it is a fairly close by place. Here you go. There's a Sand Slash. It's a fairly close by to a PC, so it's like not the worst spot or anything like that. It's definitely not, you know, a Stark Mountain where you have to go like a million miles away. There's also a Golduck spot that is in Cerulean Cave. I'm sure some of you guys might know of it. Personally, I'm not able to enter Cerulean Cave just yet. I thought I was, but there's a guy still blocking it, so I think I have to do something. Maybe show the professor my Pokédex or something like that, because I did catch everything in the Kanto region, I'm pretty sure. So it's a little confusing there as to why that's happening, but yeah, this is, you know, a nice little easy spot. Again, I'd really use Surf, don't use Discharge. Earthquake's okay if you're at least like 10 levels ahead of the Pokemon. But if you're like around the same level, definitely go with Surf. I definitely should have brought like a Blastoise or something for the purposes of this video. But, you know, for the most part, you can kind of get the gist of it, right? It's basically Sandslash and Marowak. There's obviously a chance you'll get one of those as shiny. I think Marowak is a little bit cooler, low-key, but, you know, you can do your own research on as to that. Again, you don't really get to pick which shiny you're getting here because it's both in this cave. So that's spot number 4. And I think there's probably going to be one more spot. I'll try to find one more spot just to make it a top 5 list or something like that. So yeah, I think that's okay. One more Sweet Scent. But yeah, that's it for the this spot, and I'll see you in the next spot. All right, guys, for the last spot, we're going to be starting off in Unova and heading on over to essentially here is where we want to go. Where is it? Wait, where is it? Oh, wait, I'm picking the wrong place. It's here, Giant Chasm. That's where we want to go. So head back to Lacanosa Town, basically where we had the Rapidash encounter earlier. Go ahead and bike on over here. Head over here. Try to avoid as much grass as possible. Kind of like a real gamer, you know what I'm saying. Gonna go ahead and pop a Super Repel. Head on right. Go up as soon as you can. Left. Down, left, up, left. Yep, you know the drill. Go on over here. Looks like we really didn't need a Super Repel, but sometimes there's like good, you know, swarms are here or whatever. But yeah, basically go ahead and enter any piece of grass. Hit the Sweet Scent button. We are going to be greeted with some Soul Rock. This is not ideal because I believe these guys have Levitate, so I really should have had a Surf guy, but let's see if there's a different Pokemon in this piece of grass. It should be, yeah, there we go, Piloswine. I think this piece of grass is better, honestly. So go ahead and go for the Piloswines. Again, don't use Discharge. Surf is fine. Earthquake is good. Maybe Razor Leaf. I don't really think people use Razor Leaf as a move to kill people, kill Pokemon like this, kill hordes. But yeah, you get a decent amount of XP as well. And the bad thing about this place is that it does require a repel essentially, and you kind of, it's a little out of the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it's easy as Tentacruel. Granted, you do get a decent amount of experience for this Piloswine as well. Let's see what exactly you get. You get 4208 on top of 3755, so it's pretty much the same as a Tentacruel, honestly. So like, unless you really want like a shiny Piloswine, not a huge difference in what you're doing. Plus, Tentacruel gives special defense. So honestly, like, my bottom verdict is go for the Tentacruel. It's like the #1 best spot. If you know, for some reason don't want to or something like that, I would go for the Rapidash because it gives speed EVs at least. And so that's definitely going to be helpful in anything you do because, you know, everything needs speed, unless you're not EV training it for speed. But for the most part, you're basically EV training everything for speed. That is going to do it, my friends, for this little, you know, leveling up tutorial or whatever. Leveling up is obviously useful for evolving Pokemon, filling out the Pokédex. Some people do this like as a service, like they just like take your Pokemon, not take, but like they trade for your Pokemon with your consent, obviously, and then they just level it up, give it back to you, and you pay them like, I don't know, like 20k, 30k an hour or something like that for whatever work they did, because it's pretty simple. Like, you don't really need much. Like, you could honestly like just buy your own like level 90, level 100 Pokemon with either Earthquake, Surf, or Discharge, or it doesn't even have to have Surf. You could just teach it Surf. That's what's crazy about it. And basically, if you do that, you'll be set. Like, you could just give something else an EXP share, kind of like I gave my Zweilous here. And you can see we started this video at around like level like 30, not 37, like 40 or something like that. He's already 56. So that's honestly pretty crazy. So as you can tell, leveling up is very, very useful. We are out of Sweet Scents. And so, yeah, I mean, if you leave, just go ahead and fly or teleport back to the PC that you were at. This guy over here has a nice little Rapidash. Very cool, very cool. But that's it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. These are some, you know, I don't want to say the top 5 spots. These are some like good spots for leveling it up if you so chose to. Remember your repels, remember your Lepa Berries, remember your Sweet Scent, obviously. And if you need to go somewhere with like a Surf or Rock Climb or Rock Smash, make sure to remember that as well. Final check. Bring a catching Pokemon in the case that you come across a shiny. In the case that you're hoarding something that like can kill itself with like Double Edge or Explosion, bring something that negates those as well. I think it's like a damn Pokemon or something like that. from what I remember. But excuse me, that's basically going to do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace out.